Orissa is a land of disasters. Hardly a year passes without some natural calamity or the other wreaking havoc on the state. Floods, cyclones, and drought have been regular visitors to the state. Twenty-ninth of October 1999. Nature unleashes all its fury on the coast of Orissa. Wind speed reaches an unprecedented 300 kilometers per hour as incessant rains lash the entire coast for over 36 hours, making it the worst natural disaster in living memory. Nearly 10,000 people perished in a matter of just a few hours, as did over 500,000 cattle. Buildings, roads, electric and telephone installations, and other public infrastructure was severely damaged. A major reason for the large number of deaths was that the people had nowhere to go when they were desperately in need of a secure roof over their head.
आमर विगत दिन जो भयंकर प्राकृतिक विपर्यय घटीगला सुपर साइक्लोन जहाँ कहते ये बाइड कौन ये पंचायत बा आखपाख अंचल चिन्हबन भी रहा ना एवं पूर्व जो स्कूलटी थी ये प्राकृतिक विपर्यय को मुकाबला कर अवस्था नाला तार से स्ट्रेंथ नाला जहाँफल कि खूब कम समय भितर से ध्वंस पाईगला.
The inadequacy of public assets as possible shelters at times of disaster was the most important lesson learned by the people from the super cyclone. As schools are often the only public assets in rural Orissa, their role as possible shelters assumed particular significance.
बात्यार आम स्कूल भांगी जाए गछ छाया पड़े बेसी खरा वर्षा आम स्कूल बंद हो फल पढ़ा नष्ट हो
पवन वर्षा होता आम स्कूल भांगी जाए आम पढ़ा बहुत इच्छा अच्छे हेले पवन वर्षा होता आम पढ़ आम क्लास भी
बात्यार स्कूल घर आम भांगी जापर पिला पाठ पढ़ा पढ़ी असुविधा है तेणु आम गछ तले टेम्परारी भाव पढ़ापढ़ी व्यवस्था करुँ बापा बात्यार जो प्रलयकारी बात्या होगला फल स्कूल को पिला गछ तल को भी छाड़ापी बापा माँ आग्रह ना तेणु से प्रति टे केमी पिला आसबे करेंगे बुझाबुझी कर पिला आने बहुत चेष्टा करूँ स्कूल घर शेष हवा पर्यंत
आपण माने अनुभव करथिबे.
It was time for stock taking now. The people realized that while disasters cannot be wished away, their impact can certainly be minimized with a bit of foresight and careful planning. Having seen their near and dear ones perish in the cyclone, they now felt they had a vital stake in planning for the future, so that future generations did not meet the same fate.
भाव में किसी उद्यम करने को पड़ो। अच्छा आम कि प्रकार उद्यम करवा आम गाँव जो अजय कुमार स्वाई जी कि मल्लिपुर स्कूल शिक्षकता कर गतकाल मत गोटे प्रस्ताव देते मुझे भावुँ से अजय कुमार स्वाई टी आप संक्षेप में कहते भल हाँ।
गतकाली शुणा पाइली आम निकटस्थ महेंद्रपुर गाँव में CYSD संस्था लोक हित कार्य कर लगी तेणु आम से भेटी आम गाँव परिस्थिति विषय अवगत कर
After the super cyclone, the people of Rachana and Balikuda area, they have requested us to construct cyclone shelters. At their request, we have gone to the village and called meetings. In that meeting, they have formed a construction management group. Mostly they are the active members of the village, and they monitor the construction activities of the cyclone shelter, and with that actually with the help of the people, and we have constructed the 21 cyclone shelters.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपनकर दरखास्त आम पाखे पहुंची।
The people were ready to contribute their labor, but they neither had the money nor the expertise to rebuild schools which would double up as shelters during future disasters. It was here that the Center for Youth and Social Development, CYSD, stepped in.
सार जो CMG गठन कथा कहले से CMG
CMG कहले कंस्ट्रक्शन मैनेजमेंट ग्रुप।
See, after the super cyclone, we wanted to create multi-purpose cyclone shelters in a way where children, schools and the communities can really find a good and proper shelter whenever there is a crisis, whenever there is a disaster. We wanted to do two things. One is to ensure good participation by the local community, by the school, by panchayat bodies, and at the same time we wanted to bring also a good quality construction of these shelters.
In an attempt to make the best possible use of local human resources, masons from areas where shelters were built were given an intensive 2-week training.
बाली पैकिंग पर कंक्रीट है कि जाली पड़ी गोटे ग्रेड बीम पड़ी ग्रेड बीम पर आमर फ्लेमिश बॉन्ड कांथ तैयारी फ्लेमिश बॉन्ड पर आमर जो प्रिंट हवा था सीधा आम बजूर 1.5 इंच गोटे ढलाई दिया डोर जगह छाड़िकी तापर से आरंभ हो आरटी बॉन्ड जहाँ कहती ओडिया कहती मूषा दंताकृति गेंथणी कांथ.
The design of the structure had to be finalized after careful consideration. The final design combined the native wisdom of the people with the expertise of the engineers. 2 types of structures were finalized. Double-story shelters were constructed at places close to the coast, while single-story structures were erected at places relatively far off the coast. Adequate attention and care was paid to ensure that the structures were strong enough to withstand the onslaught of natural disasters like floods, cyclones, and earthquakes. All structures are provided with toilets and water harvesting structures for use by the sheltered population at times of disaster. Provision of rescue kits has been made in each of them for emergency rescue operation. With CYSD as the facilitator, the villagers held meetings and decided to form construction management groups, CMGs, which were to be entrusted with the responsibility of overseeing the construction process. The members represented various sections of the local population. The CMG was given 3 major responsibilities: mobilization of labor, operation of the material store, and monitoring the progress of construction work on a daily basis.
स्कूल काम कंक्रीट भाग बा इटा जोड़े भाग एक जाना आम अनुरोध कलु कारण आम समस्ते जाना चाहलु जे प्रकृत काम ठकई करेंगे कि ना से CYSD कर्मकर्ता ये आमर गोटे डिस्प्ले बोर्ड तैयारी कले एवं कौन कौन भाग हम से बारे संपूर्ण लिखिदे आम प्राय अधिकांश लोक जानिया शुनिया लोक आसी से भाग देखती एवं यही भाग जहाँ लिखा है डिस्प्ले बोर्ड रे से हिसाब से हो कि नहीं ताकू देखती.
Construction of multi-purpose cyclone shelters in cyclone affected areas was riddled with many difficulties. The first order of difficulties was with the selection of the sites. The sites were selected in particularly difficult areas because we wanted to reach the unreachable points where nobody else is going to construct cyclone shelters. And additionally, these areas were very much affected because the roads and other what you call routes for transportation and other things were also very badly affected.
The construction process faced problems virtually from the start. The enthusiastic people were, however, not to be daunted by these difficulties. The collective will of the people finally triumphed over the seemingly formidable problems. All 21 multipurpose structures have now been completed and handed over to the community. More importantly, they are now being used for the purposes they were conceived in the first place for.
बहुप्रतीक्षित पंचायत उच्च विद्यालय निर्माण कार्य आज संपन्न होइछि.
स्कूल एवं बात्या निरोध घर हम यही बाबद में आमर गोटे CMG गठन करा आम गाँ तरफ मुझे प्रेसिडेंट अच्छी. स्कूल घर किपर या से मत गाँ लोक पूर्ण प्राण साहाय्य कर
घर विषय कहगला ए घरटार रक्षणाबेक्षण विषय कहले से SHG किछि अच्छी कारण आमर जो गाँव जेकोसी गोटे मीटिंग करा गले ए घरे भी करूँ बह उत्सव करेंगे से माने स्कूल को किसी अनुदान देवे तापर SHG भी तार पांठि किसी अनुदान कर तेबे जाई ये घर रक्षणाबेक्षण हो पार.
बात्या बन्या समय यहाँ विनियोग करने आम प्लानिंग करूँ CBDP रे से आमर विभाग बंटन कर DMT और SHG ग्रुप आमको सहयोग करने प्रस्ताव देइछन्ति एवं VDC प्रस्ताव देइछि. एहीपरि आम आगु प्लानिंग सब रखीचु.
1999 मसीहा महाबात्यारे ए स्कूलटी संपूर्ण भाव में विलीन हो जाता जे कि आमर विश्वास नाला जे स्कूलर गृह निर्माण हो पार आमर ये स्कूलटी चली पार
आमे समस्ते एथरे चलिबा CYSD जे बनई देछि घरटा से निजे आसी किछि गोटे भांगीगला तार करब कि भल मत सेटा नुहे तेणु आमे जेमती आम घरे गोटे जिनस रखु थाए तार जत्न नौ थाए सेमिति एटा जदि निजर संपत्ति बोली भाबिबा तेणु आमे तार जत्न नबा निश्चित इच्छा प्रकाश करिबा तेणु समस्त मोर अनुरोध एटा को निजर घर भाबी निजर संपत्ति भाबी ताकू केमिति रखा जाई पारिबो तार दायित्व यदि निजे निजर संपत्ति भाबे से मन को मन होइजिबो तेणु आ पई किछि पैसा दरकार हेले काहा जाई मागिया को भी पड़िबनी।
आमर स्कूल कम सरी जाइए आमर गोटे गठन कराई गोटे पीटीए पेरेंट टीचर एसोसिएशन गठन कराई से स्कूल जड़े भद्र व्यक्ति को सभापति कराई स्कूल प्रधान शिक्षक सेक्रेटरी अच्छा तेणु ये स्कूल घर रक्षणाबेक्षण जदि गाँ तरफ किसी आनुआल फंक्शन कहीं हुए कम डोनेशन आणिकी दबू आ से पैसाटा आणिकी आम ये करूँ कौन ना गोटे पासबुक रखू स्कूल रक्षणाबेक्षण से विषय स्कूल खर्च हम
महाबात्य आम विद्यालय गृहगुड़िक भांगी जाता जहाँफल आम शिक्षादान गछमूल एवं टेम्पोरारी सेड करूँ पितामाता मान आशंका था काले पिला माने विद्यालय गले विपदर सम्मुखीन हे तेणु छात्र उपस्थानटा कमुला बर्तमान आमर यही स्कूल बिल्डिंगटा हवा द्वारा छात्र उपस्थानटा बढ़ी।
That is not all. The village community now has a place for various social, cultural and even family functions. A disaster mitigation team was formed comprising of young volunteers from the village. Members of the team were trained in paramedics and rescue operations to make sure that nobody remains trapped or marooned or suffers due to the absence of elementary medical help the next time disaster strikes.
बैंडेज करिबा बैंडेज केते प्रकार तबरे हाथ बैंडेज अछि किपरि करिबा गोड़ बैंडेज करिबा किबा गोड़ भांगी गले किपरि डाक्टरखाना नै परिबा कोसा जे ताई से विषय भी हमको बुझेतले भी बैंडेज करी देखि देथिले एमती करी बोली आमे भी से शिक्षा करी नै करी आसी हम गाँव भी गोड़ पिलाटर हाथ भांगी जायतिला ता भी मु देखि देथिली करी करी से आमे भी देखि नै करी नै करी जायतिलु मेडिकल तक
फर्स्ट एड बॉक्स रे गज तुला कैंची छुरी एवं लाइव साबुन डेटल और किसी कपड़ा एवं साधारण मेडिसिन किसी रही
ये आम ट्रेनिंग चलती महासंघ मीटिंग चलती औषध पत्र दि जाती।
After the training, the team is now fully equipped to take care of any exigency at the time of disasters.
साइरन कन्स्टांट रुहे ताले बात्या आसबार सूचना दिया लोक जदि साइरन अपडाउन हुए ताले लोक मान सूचाई दिया जे बर्तमान आउ कौन बात्यार संभावना ना।
A large number of multi-purpose cyclone shelters have been constructed and some more are coming up. These are very heavily designed buildings located in very difficult areas. The main problem later on will be how these are maintained. These buildings mostly will be in the books of the government, but unless the community have a ownership of these buildings, it may not be possible to do the routine maintenance, the day-to-day maintenance effectively. That is why we would like to have a system of management and maintenance of these buildings with the involvement of the people. In fact, looking for some funding agency to support this project, we had approached UNICEF, we have approached some other international NGOs to provide support for these things. So once the ball is set rolling, this effort of maintaining the cyclone shelters will be sustainable.
The Rachana experiment was a triumph of the human spirit over the elements. It proved once again the old adage that the collective will of the people is more powerful than any daunting odd that it may be up against.